No matter how you see people criticize Trump, have you ever seen any American citizen on the social media, on the public, say, look, our president is a criminal? Have you ever had that? But yeah, anybody can wake up in the morning and abuse president, and we're happy. You are lucky you have a president that believes in the rule of law. You are lucky. Continue to be lucky. There are those you will meet, and you will be lucky again. Let me, when they pay bribe to people like Showore, let anybody show me where I bought a house. What, how many millions?
That's an awful lot of property there.
It's not property. See what they say? No, it's not correct. That's a show what else. Look, it's not correct. Why they put this? Oh, this house.
But is the house not in the name of your wife and children?
What is my business?
You don't know what your wife and children own?
I never bought any house. Any house.
$1 million worth of property.
It's not when I take a decision to do something. In order to divert attention, you go and say, oh, yes, I will do this.
Good afternoon, Mr. Michael. On to you this afternoon. Current happenings around political terrain in Nigeria. Currently, we're seeing what's happening in River State. The governor has been restored. The three major political gladiators are not talking. Public are waiting to hear why people are tripping in for jubilation after the man that were denied to be their governor, that people vote for, being thrown away. Suddenly, 6 months after, he was restored back and people are jubilating. Is that what Nigerians supposed to jubilate about in River State? What's your thought about that?
Jubilation should be centered on the choice that is being denied by the powers that be. They see Simi Fubara as their choice. Somewhere along the line, because of unforeseen forces who are desperate to siphon democracy, resources, and corrupt more the political structure in that state, led to the destabilization of Simi Fubara's administration. By so doing, a sole administrator was appointed in that regard. So, and when see people, they don't want to know what played at the background, how he wanted to combat the struggle, Simi Fubara, the pains, the disgrace, the humility, the whole burden of, not being man enough. Let me just put it that way. And all of a sudden, he stayed 6 months of power, which was denied by the federal government under Parliament. So his return triggers that he was the people's mandate. That's why you see that crowd in River State. He has come to address in a broadcast where he said his loyalty and all that. Well, a local government was conducted without the governor. After conducting the local government and making sure that every structure will be handed over to Wike and Tinubu, were being put in place. Shame on democracy in River State. They now made mockery of themselves because they felt, and the German an Opopo man, a descendant of King Jaja of Opopo, cannot be able to fight. But they forget that he who fights and run away still have millions of options to fight back. Fubara looked very caged at this point in time. But just like what you see every day in the Middle East, where we have Israel surrounded by the enemies and they survive. No, as I'm talking to you now, from what we are getting, Fubara is going to be unpredictable. And that's why you see the likes of, it's not what happened in Ghana, where we have Jonathan, Obasanjo, you know, and so many, you know, big actors from West African nations, you know, condemning the process of democracy in Nigeria. They have turned it to mafioso. They have turned it to a game of cabals. They have turned it to emperor, terror, totalitarianism, autocrats, monarchical, tyranny. We are no longer in democracy. That's what, of course, Jonathan and Obasanjo, we are trying to open up to the people that the calamity of Bola Ahmed Tinubu in Rivers State. Yes, they want victory 2027. That is why everything is playing out. But they do not know that after they successfully brag in the media that Wike and Bola Ahmed Tinubu are successfully caged, and that Rivers State people are going to deliver 2027 electoral value to APC government under Bola Ahmed Tinubu. And that is why you are seeing what Sowore is bringing out currently now. Wike's atrocity in OBIGBO. Wike's atrocity with the INEC. Wike's manipulations and rejection. I don't want to say all that glitters are not gold. And these are the people that will come in the public and they will tell you, look at Wike struggling to defend himself in channel TV. Sowore caught him red-handed, pants down. Sowore caught Wike in the arts. And the general coming up public, you think that that general will lie? That we can never offer him billions to rig election? You saw the voice of Wike threatening. To destroy INEC chairman, INEC officials who have been bribed to do his bid, rig elections. To the extent he was threatening that they will kill them. I call on EFCC, Nigeria police. This is not an IPOB thing again. If it's IPOB, when I go down, fly for up, go down. Can EFCC and Nigerian police, DSS, go and arrest Wike now? Let him go and do a forensic test to ascertain the video that has gone viral where Wike is threatening corrupted officials, INEC officials. Took millions, thousands of Igbos, killed them in OBIGBO. Most of them are rotting in an Islamic jail in Kaduna, northern part of the country. What will befall Wike with Omotosho, James Omotosho? I told you, James Omotosho presiding over Nnamdi Kanu's case It's one of the problems we have in River State, because they begin to carry out terrorism, banditry against the judicial system. And that is why you are seeing this government celebrating with terrorists that has disallowed millions of Nigerians in the north. And somebody that has nothing to do with arms are being kept in DSS custody. The Yorubas are not saying anything now that Bola Ahmed Tinubu has signed a jihadist deal with terrorists. They are not saying anything. All of them, their mouth don't die. They don't shut up their mouth. Yorubas, they don't. Why you people are not talking now? Why can't you go to the street and do the same thing? Tribalism, nepotism. Nadine Holuna. Maxim Namdekano will come out. He will not die there. I thank God you can see what is happening among the outside northern youths now. They are beginning to question the rationale why Bola Ahmed Tinubu should destroy Maxim Namdekano's trial and keep a date with terrorists in Nigeria. Hausa youth. The Yorubas are not saying they are rejoicing. Everything Omo Igbo, Omo Igbo, Omo Igbo. What did Igbo do now? Haven't we contributed more than enough? You people are just bragging about this Lagos. as if that Igbos have no future. Continue. But it's a clear art that a time will come, the devil will be turned against you people. That's the picture. Thank you. That's the message.
Before you go, briefly about Showore's current, showing so many things about Wike. We've seen the building in somewhere in America that the Showore shows that he has used public funds to purchase those.
That's why I'm calling on DSS and the rest of the EFCC, ICPC, international community. Bola Ahmed Tinubu sent Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Wike, cover it up. Because it is part of the agenda to destroy democracy in Nigeria and paint democracy another picture. You people, we are enjoying democracy under Jonathan. The opposition, we are enjoying, celebrating. Bola Ahmed Tinubu was breathing. Jonathan has every power to lock up Bola Ahmed Tinubu. Put allegations on him. After there are so many, and lock him up. Well, he never did that. He allowed the oppositions to breathe. They took advantage of that. They betrayed him. Imagine Wike questioning the rationale of the former president of Nigeria, Goodluck Ebele Jonathan's quest to contest election 2027. It's unfortunate. These are people of questionable character. We know he has looted enough, but he has said it very clearly, you know, that he is Bola Ahmed Tinubu's agent. Hey, not Nigerian, democratic, not based on principle. You know what an agent is? And that's why Showore said Bola Ahmed Tinubu is a criminal. And Wike, a fellow criminal too, is saying that he is part of the criminality gang, cabal. And not only that, he is an agent. And you can see the revelations that are coming, the atrocities that are flowing the internet space.